Now, the Biden administration is preparing to appeal a ruling set by a US District Court judge, which has restricted White House officials from meeting with tech companies and seeking to censor information on social media. This was, if you haven't heard about this, this is a major and very important ruling by a US District Court judge. I wish we had a similar ruling here. So just to repeat that, it prevents the White House or, a host of government agencies in the United States from trying to order tech giants to censor information. But Jenna, now it seems like the White House wants to appeal this ruling. It wants to be able to censor people ahead of the next US election.
Yeah, I think the big issue is, Sharri, you really see a generational divide when it comes to politics and Silicon Valley and all of those tech giants, because I think that the White House probably want to stop any type of more congressional hearings when you make your MPs and your congressmen and women look like a bit of numpties when they have no idea just the tech that's involved in social media and things like that. So I think the Australian government should be watching very closely, because if this all sort of goes to plan, I think it could throw that misinformation bill a bit of a curveball.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wish someone would take this action here, I really do. But Corey Bernardi, this misinformation bill that the Albanese government's pursuing, it's very similar to the disinformation board that Joe Biden tried to introduce in the United States. So we're seeing very similar issues of governments trying to censor people's free speech, both in the US and in Australia.
Absolutely right, Sharri, and we should be deeply concerned about it. This is a terrible bill, but the worst thing about it, Sharri, is it's basically the same bill that Coalition wanted to introduce when they were in government. Both sides of politics are conspiring to suppress information from regular people, and I think that is an absolute disgrace, and Australians should be outraged about it.
Yeah, and it's a very good point that a lot of the censorship we saw, people's social media posts being pulled down, that happened when there was a coalition government in federally. So, that started to come out just how much was censored.